Hey everybody, it's Coach.
And Mrs. Coach.
And this is Coach Cast TV, and today we're back with a group we've heard only one time, and that is Eyes One. Mm-hmm. And the one that we did hear from them, we enjoyed.
Yes.
And we thought we would come back to them because we also listened to recently the Lee Cheyon song, Let's Dance.
Yes.
And we loved it. Mm-hmm. And she is in this group. Mm-hmm. And she's also sisters with the lady in ITZY, Sherry Young. I'm trying to remember all these names. There are so many names. Have you guys even stopped to think about how many new artists and how many names that we would have had to have remembered from only seeing some of these groups once or twice or whatever? Yeah. It's impossible to keep up with all these. And this group had 12 members.
Oh, yes.
So it's tough to keep up. But this is one that was recommended to us. And we thought we would jump back on this group. It's called Secret Story of the Swan. So that sounds interesting. And we're going to see what it's all about coming up next. All right, looks like we're ready to go.
Okay.
I can see why this group was popular.
It's just 12 of them. It's hard to keep track of.
I can't keep track. I saw Cheyon and recognized her, and I know that a couple of these ladies are also in La Seraphim. Had to think about it for a minute, but I think a couple are in Ive.
Oh my goodness, there's just so many.
Is that right? Let us know if that's right. Several of these went on to other groups because this was a temporary group formed from a television show we read. So you're right, though. I don't know how long it would take us, how many songs into their catalog to learn all 12 of these by sight, like we can do with some of the smaller groups.
This is just, it's crazy. Oh, those two got pretty voices.
I swear when we go through these, I see some faces. I'm like, I think I know who that is, but then I'm like, I don't want to say it and be wrong. So I know we have some viewers who go through and timestamp and say at this minutes and seconds this is so and so. That would be helpful here if you are so inclined.
It's hard to do it because, like I've said in the past, I associate hair color with faces.
And
they change their hair color more times than I can count.
And not just hair color, but even the length and the style and everything. So it's hard from one video to another. They look totally different.
There's a couple that I know right off the bat. Just right off the bat. But other ones I have to set. And then after we get done with the reactions, I'm like, oh, now I remember her name.
I did that when I was editing this, their first one that we did. As I was editing, I was like, oh crap, how did I not notice her the first time through? But, the way they cut from scene to scene so quickly, with 12 ladies, you don't get but a second or two sometimes on them.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh, that's Cheyenne. Well, all right. Well, I'll tell you what.
That's crazy.
They're 2 for 2 in my book. That's 2 good songs on 2 that we've heard.
And for there to be 12 of them, I mean, they actually did a really good job with 12. I mean, I thought Kepler was a lot to take in.
It is.
But this right here is like, whoa.
It is a lot of people, but I have to say there are a number of very pleasing voices in this group. They really sound pleasing.
They have got some swag, as they would say.
For a temporary group, I'm impressed as I can be with these ladies. They really they rock K-pop. I mean, they're good.
But my question to the viewers, and maybe somebody will explain this to me, these temporary groups, some of these groups are really good. Why did they disband them? Like CLC and Oswan.
Well, CLC was different. They weren't a temporary group, and they were at the end of their contract.
But still, I mean, who was making the decisions on this?
Well, that's a whole different story because CLC is a good example of dropping something that you should have kept going because they are fantastic. But Kepler's another example. But thankfully, for all but 2 girls, they found a way to work out the contract. And I think that's a lot of it is that these temporary groups are with ladies from multiple different companies that sponsor the television show. And so at the end of the day, they want their ladies to get popular, but then bring them back in-house to put them in another group that they own all of. And so that's why some of these temporary groups obviously don't go any further, is that the company that owns the rights to these people don't want them there, they want them in-house. But it's a unique concept.
It is. K-pop is fascinating.
It's a fascinating
industry.
Yeah, and again, 12, man. And one final thought on this: Cheyenne is a dancing machine.
She's got some moves.
She is as fluid a dancer as I have ever seen.
These girls have to be multi-talented.
Yeah.
To do this because they've got to do choreo. They have to be able to keep the time and the beat, and they've got to switch hats numerous times in these videos. And I will say that her Let's Dance song is one of my favorite solo songs of any K-pop artist, period. Ooh, and that includes all solo songs that we've heard from all of the ladies. She rocked the house with that one. It was a great song and a great music video. It was really well done. So if you guys have anything that you'd like for us to do from this group or from Cheyenne, we would love to see more. So thanks for hanging out with us and for telling us about this group. It's another playlist song for me.
So.
We just keep going down to an endless, bottomless pit because you find one that
it never ends,
and you're like, oh, that one's good too, but I want to listen to that one.
Yeah, it never ends, which is a good thing.
Yep.
We'll always have something to react to. You guys throw a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed
and ring that bell.
And we'll see you guys soon on Coach Cast TV.